Okay, we are live now. Good morning, good evening, depends where you are. I'm Irene Wong, your host for Everything Ballroom YouTube channels. Our goal is to help ballroom dancers to have a wonderful journey and would like to share this amazing sport to other people that don't know about it. I hope you like what we're doing and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Today, we have two amazing guests to share an inspiring story and how to face challenges and in life and conquer them. And this story was told through a ballroom dancing, a wheelchair ballroom dancings. And they embody the resilience and determination of to show the love of life. And let me start by sharing a video of they dancing and I hope you already feel the inspirations of that. Let me share. Sorry, I did not see this. So this is amazing to me. Every single time I see what they have done, and I always inspired by it. Hmm, where is the sharing? Right here. So sorry about the technical issues, and now we are going to share what they do. And I just started this, and then hopefully I want to share a little bit more in the future. But I would like, without further ado, I would like to introduce today our guest, Rafael Castellano and Daria Smirnova.
Yes,
Thank you,
I
joining
Thank
us
you for
today.
having us.
thank you for
So
inviting us.
I every single time and I watch this and I have tear in my eyes. And we start, asking Raphael that we saw you in a wheelchair. And can you share, I understand that you're not always on wheelchair. And, do you mind to share with us, the audience, what actually happened?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Thank you for
And
having
what,
us, first and foremost. About 2.5 years ago, I had a headache. I was teaching at a studio at Arthur Murray Orlando, and I felt sick. I woke up and I felt overheated one day, and um, I called 911. I was rushed into the hospital, and that's all I remember from that night. And I woke up 5 days later, and I was told that I had contracted bacterial meningitis. I had a stroke, and I was in the hospital from June 1st of 2022 all the way to October. And then after going like 13 surgeries, it was decided that in order for me to live, that they had to amputate my leg. So that has kind of been like my journey. Um, and it's been a rough one because I lost the thing that made me me, but I managed to create opportunities for myself. So here I am, and that's how we're here.
We ran it back.
shit.
Yeah,
Um, we might already out. YouTube is still continued, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, I
gotcha.
think
keep
Okay,
going.
it's everyone. Yep.
My network, sorry
gotcha.
about the network issue. Continue.
No, no, it's okay. It's totally okay.
So
If you hear
I'm
us well,
sorry. I was. I get out of the network. So, you probably share about your, you know, issues and then happening 2 years ago. And then now, uh, how do you guys decided to dance together? And, what's the most difficult obstacles that you're facing moving forward?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Um,
actually a good question to Rafael, how he decided to dance with me.
well, I have looked up to Daria for a long time. I feel like she's a beautiful dancer, and
Thank you.
I was given the opportunity by Michael Chapman to dance at Millennium, and I reached out to her and I said, "Hey, I think you're an incredible dancer." Well, and pretty much just asked, "Hey, would you dance like with me? I want to do something new and see how the two of us can create something that um, tells a story and use both of the things that I love, which is contemporary and ballroom at the same time." So that's how we came together.
Yeah, and I've always been curious about this style of dancing because back in Russia, I've seen a lot of couples doing that. Like we had a teacher in the studio, my friend who was going to European Championship, World Championship with his wheelchair students. So I was already familiar with the style. And so yes, when all of this happened and I saw like Rafael's, I think, first performance, I don't remember who it was, probably with Joya, because you performed at
Yes.
USDC,
Hmm.
and Joy is our common friend. And I was crying like a baby, and I was like, wow, it would be like so great to try something like that. And the big difference is that back in Russia they were doing just like the ballroom styles, like Latin and ballroom dances, and here they incorporated some elements of cabaret dancing, the tricks, and it was the point of my life when I actually started doing more of that. So I was very curious to try it out as well. So when he reached out with this proposition, I was like, yeah, let's go, let's do it, 100%.
So
Um,
what is yeah, what your I want to get people into your mind,
mhm.
right? A lot of
Yeah.
challenges, and then when you face these challenges, how you react to it, Raphael, and then you guys decided to go forward. Is it, the thought process of it and how you handle it?
Yeah, losing my leg was not an easy thing to swallow. I had to um, understand like what I was going through, and even back then, I was in denial. To me, I was going to go to competitions like in 2 months, and instead, I was like, "Hey, like, by the way, your legs might get amputated." Um, so at that point, like once I knew what I was dealing with, I had two things. First of all, I feel like I'm the most like stubborn person that there is, because I'm saying, like I said, hey, I'm not quitting. I'm gonna keep doing the things that I love to do. But on top of that, I had a community of dancers and people that I have worked with throughout the years who have supported me, who understand who I am as a person, and understand that like I'm not a quitter, and that helped me to move forward. And it's hard. Like I never danced in a wheelchair before. I have done contemporary jazz, ballroom. I done it all. And when I decided to do this, at first I was afraid. I'm like, wait a second, this is all new. It's completely different to anything that I'd done in the
Yeah.
past. But to me, that was the exciting part. The fact that Daria and I got to go into a studio and play around and see what works for each other, and that's the fun part. Like that's why I do it. So
Yeah, that was very interesting to see like the moves or the tricks that you already know how they're supposed to work, that they don't necessarily work with a wheelchair because the balance is so different and he
mhm.
needs like to hold the chair with one hand, hold me with another hand. And I was very surprised like with the strength that he has in his arms, constantly moving himself, the wheelchair, and also sometimes like carrying me. I was like, wow, that takes a lot. So he definitely, like, from the moment I knew him, before he bulked up a lot. Kudos to
Yeah.
Rafael, he worked out a lot. I saw that. So yeah, it was very interesting. So like we kind of had the routine as a blueprint to start working on, and then we were being like creative and trying different things. Okay, what we if we do this, what if we do that, what we can do here, just playing around to find the best way to present the final product.
Um,
So that is to me, I see a few words. I don't think you're
mhm.
stubborn. Stubborn is that when people not open-minded to receive
Yeah.
everything. I want to use the word resilience and not a quitter.
Hmm.
So, it's just a little bit different from my point of view because
Yeah.
when people are stubborn and not open, even they're presented with a new challenges, that is stubborn. But for
Yeah.
you, I see is determination, resilience, and not as a critter. And I feel that getting to community, from what I hear, is a
Mhm.
very important way for you to get out of yourself and be willing to do. One thing I said I really love you saying that is that you're excited about this, with a new
Yeah,
Yeah.
we lost you a
Um,
little bit.
yeah, we lost a little
you're
bit, but
okay, and then you face the challenge for it.
yeah.
So,
Um,
that's just amazing. So once you go decide to partnership, what is the most important obstacle that you guys actually facing and how you get through these obstacles?
for
Schedule.
me, yes, that was the first thing because I live in Tampa, she lives in Orlando, so that's always the hardest thing. But you have to learn how to trust the people that you work with, and that's why, like, I knew that first of all, she's not someone who's scared. Like we set the expectations and the understanding that when something doesn't work, like we learn how to work through it, and it's also like learning how to trust that person. Like at the end of the day, like I make sure that she knew that I wasn't gonna let her like fall. But there's a lot of trial and error when you have like a third element, like this wheelchair like moves, like there's no way to fully control it. You have to learn how to work around it. So that was the hardest part for us. Like, first of all, understand how we work together, like what we're capable of, and then how to push that forward and create something that moves people. And that's why I love Daria, just because she's not afraid, and I'm so grateful that we were able to do that. But that's my end.
Yeah. No,
So
I was very much afraid to perform in front of people as always. That's like my constant fear. But at the same time, I was excited to share this story. For me, like really probably the hardest part was just like to put the schedules together. And like this type of dancing, when you do tricks, it always requires different level of stamina. So like that the next day your muscles gonna hurt, but like obviously that's not something that can scare dancers, right? So like
mhm.
that's normal. It's just like a different type of workout. And during my dance career, I was always blessed with partners who I can trust. Like I never had any guy who's like, oh my god, like I'm afraid for you, like to carry me. I don't know. I trust, always trusted all of them. Like they all been amazing, including Rafael. So, and I mean, if I fall, like, or something goes wrong, well, that's just part of the process. You have to be ready for that. So things happen. It's okay. Um, but yeah, like it felt easy. It felt like we have a very good understanding with each other, and like the process was pretty easy. Like at some points we were just like, okay, like this doesn't work, like you don't like it, yeah, like I'm not a fan of it, okay, let's find something that will work for both of us, not just like one part is gonna like it. So I felt,
And
yeah, it was easy.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like with both of us being dancers and choreographers, and we love what we do, and we're so passionate about it. Just it's always afraid. Like I'm always scared to like work with someone just because I don't know how they work. But with us, it was so easy because we were able to have those conversations with each other. We can say,
Yeah,
hey, like this doesn't work. Let's go and try something else. And it comes from like that trust and also knowing like the why we're doing this, right? Like, I dance because I truly love it, and I will not be the person that I am today if it wasn't because of it. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for it, because it's what I love to do. And on top of that, I get to work with people like Daria, who love, breathe, eats, dance like every single day. Like it was so easy and so comfortable. Like it's why we do it.
This is so amazing. So knowing the why is always my guiding principle. I'm mentoring college students. That's always asking why you do what you do and be passionate about it and don't be afraid. It is so hard. It's so easy to say it, but it's so hard to do. And seeing you guys actually do it and show people how to do it, it is so amazing. So thank you. And then what is your next 5 years plan? And what's your next future plan? And what kind of message you want to bring to people? I think this is super, inspiring story.
I love this question just because I feel like it's constantly changing, depending on what I'm dealing with. Um, First thing, like definitely like more dancing for myself, just because I needed. It's what I love music. It's what I love to do. I want to do a couple of things. Definitely keep dancing on the wheelchair, also dance on prosthetic, but also create like camps for people with disabilities, like going around the world, traveling, and just giving back, and having people in my corner who understand like why I'm doing this, um, and just show the love, like just keep doing and pushing to do more routines, fun new tricks, and see what I'm capable and what we're capable. So that's for me.
Yeah, it's so hard to say for the 5 years because like about 5 years ago we just came to this country and like started from scratch, so like so many things have changed, right? Like going through the studios, opening our own business. So I have plans maybe for like a year or two in advance for
Mhm.
now. But well, I definitely concentrate on my professional dance career with my partner and husband Alex. So we go to many competitions, practice and traveling in the United States. But together with Rafael, obviously, I would love to continue working like on doing more routines, doing more performances. And we talked a little bit about it. Maybe we'll go to some show on TV because that would
Yeah,
be amazing. That would be
no,
like the
Well,
next
absolutely.
I can't
step,
wait.
the next goal to do that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait. We sponsor everything ballroom is sponsoring Daria and Alex now and for their rhythm and show dance, but I'm hoping to support you guys also sponsor you guys on your show dance. I can't wait to see.
That
Sorry
would
that
be
Raphael,
amazing,
you
yes.
I cut you off on that.
No, you're fine. The beautiful thing about all this, like no matter what, like we know like we're gonna be in each other's lives and understand like she is busy and so am I. But at the same time, like we know where we want to go and we understand each other really well. That I can't wait as the years progress, like what we're gonna do, and do more things, more beautiful things to inspire others. So yeah.
Yeah, I
100%, yes.
love what you guys say about, life is constant changing. And the point of that you guys say, hey, whatever that phase you deal with it, right? And then create new plan and enjoy the journey of the new plan and don't be, excited about unknown. And that to me is so wonderful. In nowadays, I heard a lot of young kids or parents or whatever, oh, I'm afraid to facing the unknown, or I'm afraid to let my kids to facing the unknown. But I'm hoping your story and your journey and will be able to inspire more people and say, hey, sometimes the unknown is exciting, something new can come up with. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see you guys on the new things. So sorry.
Well, unknown is always scary, and like especially in dancing, like you can never predict like what's gonna happen to you, your body, right? Like you don't know what results you're gonna have. So the only thing you can control is just you yourself, like now what you put into it, how you practice, like if you enjoy like this practice, this competition, and then just go from there.
Yeah, I love what you're saying. And then it's a passion and love. Those are the love of dancing, the passion about doing something. And so don't let us forget this. And I think this is the most beautiful thing in life. That's what life means. You face challenges and then you face the unknown, but still going forward with love and passion. Thank you so,
Yes.
so much. Anything else you want to add for our audiences?
Um, for me, it's like don't ever stop dreaming. Like life is gonna come at you not no matter what, but you get to decide how to move forward and find something that you love and like go for it and like don't ever give up on whatever your dream is because that's why I'm here. So yeah.
And I would like to say, always keep your mind open to new opportunities and trying something new and that you've never experienced, because you never know where it's going to take in life. So maybe it's going to get you to something new and exciting that's going to change your mind completely. So yes, and just like look at Rafael, and like I think he's just setting such a great example, and he
Oh,
inspires
thank
me
you.
as well. So yeah, just love what you do and go for it. Be
It's
open.
I it sparks me as well. I always saying that, if you have some desire, that means that you are capable. And don't let anyone tell you that you can do. The desire is within us. We are the only one to tell us we can or cannot. So let's all like you too and tell us that we can and carry on with the desire that we have, continue to live amazing, amazing life, whatever the life throw at us. Thank you so, so much for sharing
Thank
us with
you.
these beautiful, inspiring journey. Thank you.
Thank you so
And if
much.
you like
My
what we're
pleasure.
doing,
No, thank you so much for having us.
yeah, thank you. And then give us a thumbs up